Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. It was different. It was different. This is probably one of the most different games, one of the most difficult games that I'm going to say that I would have to, even diagnose and even talk about for a second, man. Let's just dive right into it. So the Packers demolished us. A lot of us already knew that was going to happen. I basically was giving the team, a puncher's chance. You know what I'm saying? Basically giving us a puncher's chance, and it looks like, the same thing happened with Danny Garcia last night. He was looking for a puncher's chance and couldn't connect on that punch. I'm going to be frank with you, man. Carson got to request a trade. He got to request a trade now. You got to request a trade because now I know how Philly operates. They've seen the taste of Jalen Hurts, and now they're all going to clamor for Jalen Hurts. They're going to do it. They're going to say Jalen Hurts did such an amazing job. They're going to say all of this great stuff about Jalen Hurts. Everybody's going to make their points of why Jalen Hurts should be the starter all this upcoming week. The media is going to say that it's a full-fledged quarterback controversy, which it is now. It's a full-fledged quarterback controversy, but this controversy was birthed by Howie Roseman by even bringing this other quarterback in the first place. It's a full-fledged quarterback controversy. It is what it is. Everybody's going to say Jalen Hurts needs to start. You need to trade Wentz. Yeah, you need to trade Wentz now. Not because I don't believe in him. I think now the little bit of ego and a little bit of, confidence that he had, I think it was just broken tonight. You benched him for whatever reason. The offense wasn't working. The run wasn't working. The pass wasn't working. I think Miles Sanders had 10 runs for 31 yards. Still not enough in my opinion. I guess Doug is still calling these runs in the flow of the game. At the end of the day, this is what it boils down to for me. Jalen Hurts came into the game and the energy level went up. You can't deny that. You just can't deny it. The energy level went up. At this point, I'm a firm believer that the guys on the offensive side of the ball for the Philadelphia Eagles and the guys on the defensive side of the ball for the Philadelphia Eagles just don't like Carson Wentz. It's time for this man to request a trade and get a new change of scenery so he can go somewhere with a new head coach, go somewhere with a new supporting cast where they're going to put all the chips behind him and truly say he's the man. See, what they did was they put the bread behind him, and they put the bread behind him, and you can't get that bread back. What good is it putting this bread behind somebody and just shattering his confidence year in and year out? You put the bread behind him, you see what I'm saying, to keep around the Nick Foles for the next year. You know what I mean? You keep the bread behind him. You see what I'm saying? Then to bring in Jalen Hurts. That's money you're not going to get back. So whether you get rid of him or you can find somebody to take on that cap, there's some takers, man, out there. You know what I'm saying? And then if you want to give this Hurts kid a shot, go ahead and give him a shot. Because when he came into the game, the offense responded differently and the defense responded differently. Everybody responded differently. You know what I mean? And you can't deny that at all. But the eye test, everybody wants to tell me about the eye test so bad about Jalen Hurts. This is my eye test right now for Jalen Hurts. My eye test is that the same thing was happening. Period. The same thing was happening. One guy's just faster. Let's be real about this. The real tide of the game really changed, if you're really looking at this, is when Jason Peters went out the game. Jason Peters went out the game. That bull rush wasn't in Jalen Hurts' face as much, but it was still there. He was sacked 3 times, only played a half. Carson was sacked 4 times, I believe. The quarterbacks were still sacked 7 times. Nothing changed. Jalen Hurts still was running for his life, scrambling. Dude still couldn't get separation. They just couldn't get separation. You know what I'm saying? The same thing still happened. So at the end of the day, this is how I'm looking at it, man. You ain't accomplished nothing by putting him out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad they left him out there. You know what I mean? I'm glad they left him out there. The real way you can evaluate this is this. Listen, the defense came out with 2 big stops. Jalen Hurts was still on the field. It was a 7-point game at one point. Could have been a 6-point game, but we're going to talk about Jake Elliott in a minute. It was a 7-point game at one point, and what happened? They didn't get nothing done, had to punt the ball away with 3 minutes. Period. 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 Once the defense start clamoring down, all that magic you saw when it was basically in garbage time, there was no more magic when it was a 7-point game. He went nowhere, we had to punt the ball. Then they score, increase the lead again. Then he goes out there and throws a pick. The same stuff. It's the same stuff. You know what I mean? But the energy level did go up, and I believe you shattered Carson's confidence, and now he got to request a trade and go play somewhere else because the organization not behind him. The offense didn't block as well when Carson was on the field. Dudes didn't run as hard when Carson was on the field. A lot of stuff just didn't happen when Carson Wentz was on the field. So, you know what I mean? All that accountability he took during the week, it was worth nothing. It was worth nothing. The organization not behind him, therefore his confidence is going to be broke because there's another quarterback breathing down his neck. He got to request a trade. You got to request a trade. I know for a fact that nothing is going to change with what's going on. Everybody's hitting me up on Twitter. Well, Jalen Hurts looked like he could be Deshaun Watson. He looks like he could be this. Deshaun Watson 4-7. He just lost today. I'm tired of everybody telling me about Deshaun Watson personally. Great football player, but don't know how to win, obviously. Oh, he ain't had no wide receivers, Deshaun Watson. A lot of people hurt. He had 2 wide receivers with 100 yards receiving a day. Lost the game. Lost the game. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No more excuses for nobody, man. The win is the only thing that mattered. Had Jalen Hurts came in that game and won that game, I'd be impressed. I am impressed, though. I'm impressed by how the team responded to him. I'm impressed by how he got in there and he asserted himself. Listen, when your offensive line is that bad and your blocking is that bad, only a mobile quarterback can survive. That's it. Only Russell Wilson can survive behind that Seattle line because it's bad. Only Deshaun Watson can survive behind that Texans O-line because it's bad. What you saw was a mobile quarterback with good footwork, being able to step up, step to the side, step laterally with a collapsing pocket around him. His first instinct is to run. That's why the chains were being moved. But like I said, the team is responding better behind that. So I think that's something that the coaches got to take into consideration, man. It ain't no hate to Jalen Hurts at all. The fact of the matter is this. I still saw the same errors. I saw missed throws. He missed Ertz, threw low. Missed Alshon a couple times. Missed Ward on the sideline, threw too high. Ward ended up bringing it down out of bounds. I saw a lot of the same things that you see with Carson Wentz with Jalen Hurts. Period. So it wouldn't be no big difference no matter who's starting. It is what it is. It is what it is. With the New York Giants winning this football game today, the Philadelphia Eagles are 3-8-1. The Giants basically went 5-2 in the last 7 weeks. The Giants are a better football team. And I feel like at this point, you got to start looking at your draft pick situation now. You got to. I'm not saying tank, but you got to start looking at your draft pick situation now. It is what it is. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. You got to start looking at your draft pick situation. Yeah, you want to fight to the bitter end, but at this point, you got to either consider, am I going to shut Wentz all the way down, or am I going to look at the draft pick situation? Same thing, but at the end of the day, you got guys dropping like flies. We're going to talk about a few people right now. Avonte Maddox is cheeks. Avonte Maddox is pure D buns. Pure D buns. I don't care no more who got a nice personality, who dreads look nice on game day, who do the best dance in the end zone and warm-ups. Trash. Avonte Maddox is trash. Trash. Seriously. Every time Davante Adams saw Slay or Maddox lined up, this is what he saw. This is what he saw. He saw an opportunity to get filthy with one of them. Period. Slay's second game in a row. 2 weeks ago, Slay was about 31 years old. However old he is, Slay 50 years old now. Slay is 50 years old. It's confirmed. Slay has aged horribly in the last 2 weeks. He went against some good dudes, though. Jake Elliott, trash. Jason Peters, done. Over the hill. Go into the Hall of Fame and just call it a day. Go into the Hall of Fame and call it a day. Some of these old players need to be gone, and some of these coaches need to be fired. I don't know who was calling the first 15 scripted plays for the Philadelphia Eagles where we got the 3 points on the first drive, but I liked the play call. I liked the play calling in the first quarter. I like the play calling in the first quarter during that first series, but the end result was still the same. Nothing changes with this team. It don't matter what chess pieces you move around. Nothing changes with this team. The one time you get good protection, Wentz is going to miss the throw. If you don't get good protection, it's going to result in the sack. Or if you get good protection and he gets a good throw off, the wide receiver don't know where he's supposed to be. Everything bad happens in sequence for us, not all just on one play. Alshon Jeffrey, done. Get him out of here. He's taking away snaps in time from Fulgham. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The team is just, it's done. It's done. It's done for the team. It's up for the team. I'm absolutely livid that they decided to pull the starter and not let him work through this. Pulled him for what? So Hurts could throw a pick at the end of the game, and Hurts could run around behind a line that's collapsing around him as well. Same situation. Same situation. You pull Hurts. This is the crazy thing about it. You pull Jalen Hurts. He's in the game now, right? You hear me out? Hear me out. He's in the game now, and then you don't run one of the design QB keepers. You don't run the option while everybody knows he's going to stay in the game, but you rather run the option when he's just coming in for these gadget-type plays? How does that make sense? You're supposed to hit him with the option now that he's taking over the reins for the rest of the game. You're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carson Wentz clapping when he threw his touchdown. No saltiness, no standing over there on the side of the line. I got nothing but respect for Carson Wentz, nothing but respect for Jalen Hurts. The Philadelphia Eagles need to make a decision on which way this franchise is going, because us as a fan base, I'm tired of the back and forth now. But I'm telling you, Eagles Nation, prepare for the controversy all week. All week. Make no mistake about it. Carson Wentz was benched. He was benched basically for the entire second half. You know what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it. It wasn't no dude just getting some reps. He was benched. He was benched, and you know what I mean? We got to deal with that. We got to see what the organization going to do. I knew that a benching might be coming this game based upon what Doug was saying coming out of the second half. Doug was saying, well, Carson got to get the ball out of his hands faster. He put the blame on Carson Wentz. According to the reporter, when she said she talked to Doug Peterson, Carson got to get the ball out of his hands faster. It ain't just on the offensive line. Well, Carson was sacked 4 times. Jalen Hurts was sacked 3 times. The offensive line did the same stuff. How about this, Doug Peterson, for a chance? How about you take dudes out that's getting beat and take dudes out who's not contributing? Alshon Jeffrey ain't contribute nothing to that game. Nothing. Neither did Jason Peters, but we know you're going to ride with them dudes because you're loyal to these older players who helped you get something in the trophy cabinet. I get it. Let me know what you think in the comments.